Hey all you techs, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to flip from Fahrenheit to Celsius on a Samsung WindFree wall mounted display. Now they come from factory defaulted to showing Fahrenheit, but up here in Canada many people want to flip it over to Celsius, so we're going to go through that today. So you can see on the wireless remote control at the bottom center between the two arrows there's a set Celsius, Fahrenheit, and 3 seconds button. If I hold that button down for 3 seconds, you'll see my Fahrenheit 65 up at the top quickly switch over to Celsius 18 degrees, which is perfect. But unfortunately, that's only going to show the display or change the display on the remote control itself. We're going to have to do a few more steps in order to show it on the display of the indoor unit. So what we're going to want to do is flip over, take your back battery cap off, slide a battery so it's just not making contact. And on the front, we're going to want our screen to go completely blank. You can wait a few seconds and it'll go blank, or you can press the power button and it'll go blank automatically. At this point, this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to have to hold the temperature up and down button with your thumb, the entire button, hold it down, and slide that battery back in. And you'll see automatically it goes to on, 00 auto. That's exactly what we want. So what we're doing, and we're going into the product option codes, and we're changing this code so that it shows or displays Celsius up on the indoor unit. So we're going to change it to a D10500. Where do I get this information? I'll show you that at the end of this video. So on auto 00, we're going to hit the fast button over here just below the mode button on the right side, fast WindFree button. If I hit the top side of the button, I'm moving my first digit, you see it change to a 1. If I push to the bottom, it moves the second digit. So what we want to make it display is D1. So I'm going to keep pushing the bottom one. It goes through the numbers from 1 to 9. After that, we're going to go to the alphabet, and we want to make it a D1 on auto. So that's perfect. Now we're going to hit my mode button, because there's 2 more digits we're going to have to change. Here you see that my auto now changed to cool on 00. What I'm going to want to do is change this to a 05. So again, pushing the top of that button for that first digit, get that first digit to a 05. On 005, cool, perfect. We're going to have to go to the next set of digits. I'm going to hit the mode button one more time. You'll see my cool changes over to dry. There it is, and it's back to 00. And this one, we're going to leave it 00. On 00 dry is perfect. At this point, I'm going to point my remote control at my wall mount unit, and I'm going to hit my power button repeatedly, over and over. You're going to hear the indoor unit do a chime, and that's saying I just made a change. If it doesn't chime and it just does a single beep every time you press it, it means it's already made that change. And within a couple seconds, once it does that chime, you'll see that your Fahrenheit on your indoor unit just flips over to a Celsius, and you're good to go. An added tip I'll tell you guys here too, if I'm working on an FJM system, meaning I've got from 2 to 5 multiple heads on this job, I can go to, once I've made these changes through this remote control and I'm at this point, I can take this remote control to every head within the home, and I can press that power button repeatedly, hear the chime, and flip each of them simultaneously over to Celsius from Fahrenheit without having to take each remote control and going through the steps I just showed you. And at that point, when you're finished with all the units you do have that you want to convert over, take that battery out again, press the power button, you see my screen goes completely blank, and then without pressing any buttons, I'm going to just put the power back to it by sliding my battery back in. It comes back on. I already changed it on here, and we're good to go. And that's the end of it. Put your back cover on. So where did I get this information? If you guys go to samsunghvac.com and go to technical documents, you can see bulletin 2020-0012 for the WindFree product. And here it is. I'm just going to show you guys quickly. So again, showing you the changes you can make. There's our D10500 that we just did. And then along with that, I can change it back to Fahrenheit. I can change my indoor display to show my set temperature in Fahrenheit, or display my room temperature, which is my return air, in Celsius, or my set temperature in Celsius as well. So there's many other changes you can make. Key thing is, when you're going to be doing this, make sure you turn your outdoor unit off, give it 5 to 10 minutes off, and then turn it back on, and then go to your indoor unit and make those changes. Hope this helps, guys. Take care.